I'm gonna give you 4 tips to maintain that strength and increase your athletic fitness, and we're gonna start right now.
All right, guys, we've got a new limited edition drop, the original Mountain Dog tee that John Meadows had us design from the very beginning. So it's the first tee that he had made. Once again, this is a limited edition item, so when they're gone, they're gone. While I have your attention, you've seen me wear this one in a few podcasts to date. We've been holding back on it. This here, the 4-star tee, I think that's what we call it. It's on the website, new items, also under limited edition. Check out our shoulder saver pads. It's an easy way to do limited restricted range of motion exercises like board press that basically you just pop the pad on the bar, reduces the range of motion, pop it back off when you're done. Thank you guys for the support. Head over to elitefts.com.
So one of the biggest factors around powerlifters, especially old school powerlifters, is that they tend to fear getting a little bit smaller, losing that strength. They don't want to be weak. They don't want to look like a runner anymore. So we've got to look at how can we improve their athletic fitness as they're aging? How can we make them more explosive? How can we improve their mobility? How can we improve their resting heart rate so that they can become a little bit healthier, but not have any hindrance on their overall strength? And so that first exercise, that first tip that you can do is to use backward sled pulls. So if we go in on one day and we're doing something to increase our heart rate, right? Let's take a sled here. Let's say we go 5 or 6 sets of backward sled pulls. We want to get a nice pump in our quads, elevate that heart rate, get out of breath like I am right now, okay? We can do this for 5 to 6 sets. And we're gonna walk all the way down to the back, okay? And the next thing that you can do to improve your mobility and your capability to be explosive, remember, if we're talking about aging or improving our athletic fitness as we're getting older, one thing that I like to pull from is Peter Attia talks about your ability to be explosive, your ability to jump, your ability to maintain elasticity. So the next exercise that we're gonna do after this long sled pull, once I catch my breath, is jump lunges. So we're gonna go here, jump, nice and easy, okay? Here, boom, 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 boom. So that first big tip, elevate the heart rate, target the quads, go backwards down about 30 meters, come back about another 30 meters. You can do that for 5 to 6 sets. Add in those jump lunges, 4 to 5 reps on each side. That's gonna keep that mobility, improve your elasticity. It's gonna help you be more athletic, not lose that strength. That's tip number 1. Okay, that second key tip, and this is gonna be one that's gonna confuse a lot of you guys, especially the power lifters out there. I recommend, if you're trying to maintain your strength, okay, and improve your overall health through athletic fitness, that second big tip is going to be using cardio before you do some type of bodybuilding. Now, there's been a research paper in 2023 where they actually discussed doing 15 to 20 minutes of easy cardio. So, and in this paper, they actually looked at doing pedaling on an assault bike or on a bike on just their right leg. And then they would go over and they would do a leg press. And they saw that when they were doing the endurance work before they would actually do the bodybuilding work, they had greater muscular gains. So what I recommend, taking this study now and applying this as that second key factor, is that we can get on the assault bike, let's say 2 to 3 days a week. Easy, easy, easy. We can go zone 2 work on the assault bike, 15 to 20 minutes. Doesn't need to be crazy, 50 RPMs and you should be good. Okay, we're gonna burn a little bit extra calories, elevate that heart rate, and then we might do something like leg press here at Elite FTS, and we can go on and we can do 5, 6, 7 crazy sets of leg press, let's say 20 to 25 reps. That's gonna improve our resting heart rate. It's gonna improve our overall fitness level while increasing our lean muscle mass. And we have to understand that if we wanna maintain that athletic fitness, we're looking at getting more explosive, increasing our mobility, and maintaining or increasing our muscle mass. And these are 2 easy concepts, cardio before we do some bodybuilding work. That's tip number 2. Now, earlier in the video, we talked about some of that stuff from Peter Attia where he mentions just being more elastic, being more explosive. One thing that we can do, if we're thinking through the light of being a power lifter, okay, think how we can apply this with increasing our strength as a power lifter while also increasing our fitness. If we look at the conjugate method, right, we want to have some day that's going to be dynamic effort. We can get creative with this. We can increase our fitness and maintain or increase our powerlifting numbers by using unique forms of the dynamic effort method, right? So if we get in and we do explosive deadlifts, let's say we just do 10 doubles or 10 triples on a platform here at Elite FTS, and we're banded up, okay? We're doing that as explosive as possible. We're focusing on the actual sport of powerlifting, but then we can backdoor that later in that same exact workout by doing something like box jumps or kettlebell swings or even dumbbell snatches, trap bar jumps. We can use those to increase our ability to produce force at high speeds while raising our heart rate and increasing our neural efficiency. So use that dynamic effort with a unique method. I would recommend that first lift, keep it traditional. The second, third, or fourth lifts, you can get more creative, especially as we're aging. We want to channel that athletic fitness and help maintain the strength of powerlifting. So those are two unique ways that we can go about doing this. That's tip number 3. So this fourth key tip is something that a lot of you guys might not want to hear, but one thing that we like to make excuses about is that we're losing time, right? We've got kids, we've got our business, we've got work. We're too busy to do more than just bench, squat, dead. We can't do all this other stuff. So one thing that I recommend is that if you're struggling to get to the gym, or if you can get to the gym 4 or 5 days a week, just set one day aside as like a 30-minute workout, and you can go and establish, okay, 2 sets of 15 minutes. You can pick 8 body weight exercises. So let's say today you go in and you say, I'm going to do walking lunges backwards. I'm going to do jump step ups. I'm going to do Cossack squats, and I'm going to do push-ups, something along those lines. And I'm going to set a timer, okay, 15 minutes. I'm going to go through this circuit. Yes, it is a circuit, but it's going to improve your ability to recover. It's going to improve your mobility. And if you add a little bit of a jump in there, let's say you do squat and jumps to a box, squat and jump to a box. You can do that for 10 reps. Then you move on to the next exercise, bear crawl. Then you go to the next exercise. Let's say skater squat. Then you go to the next exercise, single leg squat. Now we're improving that stability. We're doing a large amount of work. We're probably going to get a freaking pump at the same exact time, and we're going to increase our heart rate. So use all 4 of these different tips to improve your athletic fitness while maintaining your strength as a powerlifter. This is Dane Miller from Garage Strength signing off live here from Elite FTS. Until next time, peace.
If you like the Table Talk podcast, then you're going to love the crew. If you're struggling with trying to get through a sticking point, you're trying to figure some specific aspect of your training out that you just can't dial in, you're dealing with injuries, you're trying to figure out how to better optimize your training, all the stuff you're seeing on social media is confusing, and all you need is a little guidance and support, or just somebody to look at your lifts to make sure that they're either heading in the right direction, or if there's a weak point in the lift, they can point out what that weak point is. Well, that's what we have the crew for. So when you join the crew, you get an extra Table Talk podcast each month called the Crewcast. You also get access to our Discord community, which has a training Q&A, form checks with top coaches, mindset section, nutrition, training logs, programs, over 30 ebooks, plus exclusive ebooks just for the crew, webinars, lectures, seminars, giveaways ranging from full strength equipment. We've given away many yoke bars this year. We've given away actually pieces of strength equipment as well as accessory items, and you get exclusive crew discounts. So go to the link in the description that says join the crew, click it, join now, and start getting stronger.